अस्सलाम वालेकुम, दिस इज शाजिया हबीब और आप मुझे देख रहे हैं फ्यूशिया मैगजीन पे। तो आज आई वांटेड टू टॉक अबाउट फोर पार्ट डॉक्यू सीरीज दैट हैज कम आउट ऑन नेटफ्लिक्स कॉल्ड द रोमांटिक्स। बहुत सारे लोगों ने, शायद आप लोगों ने देख ली होगी ऑलरेडी, बहुत सारे लोग उसकी बातचीत कर रहे हैं, गुफ्तगू चल रही है एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर थिंकिंग वेदर टू वॉच और नॉट। ऑब्वियसली जब एक डॉक्यू सीरीज होती है तो आप ये सोचते हैं कि अच्छा इसमें कोई फिक्शन तो है नहीं, इसमें कोई थ्रिल तो होगा नहीं, एक्शन तो होगा नहीं, सो व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर मी टू वॉच this docu-series. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the series first and then मेरा एक, मैं इसको रिव्यू नहीं कहूँगी, it's more about talking about why I think you should watch it and why it's different from watching any fictional action packed thriller, but still आपको इसमें बहुत मज़ा आएगा और बहुत चीज़ें देखने को मिलेंगी, सीखने को मिलेंगी. It is a walk down memory lane and it's very beautifully and very subtly done. There is no sensationalism in the romantics. It's just beauty on cinema, on screen for you to watch. So the romantics, okay, the romantics is about the journey of the Indian film industry from Yash Chopra, the great Yash Chopra, who has given us some very beautiful cinematic experiences from Sri Devi's Chandni. We had Kabhi Kabhi, we had Silsila, we had some fabulous landscapes. In fact, उनकी मूवी मेकिंग इतनी खूबसूरत थी और उन्होंने इतनी पुरकशिश जगहों में, वेन्यूज में जाके शूटिंग करी कि स्विट्जरलैंड में तो उनको एक honorary citizenship भी मिल चुकी है and they have named a few things after him. There is a statue of Mr. Yash Chopra in Interlaken, Switzerland, and all that because of his services to the tourism industry in Switzerland, क्योंकि उन्होंने इतनी खूबसूरती से स्विट्जरलैंड को पोर्ट्रे किया, द लैंडस्केप्स इन हिज मूवीज जो हमने देखी, जो मोहब्बत के बारे में, रोमांस के बारे में एंड song, dance, laughter, love, and dreams. I think Yash Chopra sold that romantic dream on screen to all the people who were watching. And for that moment in time, we were just teleported away from whatever our daily lives was, and we just stepped into this world of Chandni or Silsila with those beautiful tulips swaying in the fields, and we thought, oh, this is what love and romance should be like. So it's a walk down memory lane and it brings you in those 4 episodes to the final episode, which is more or less aaj ki movies that are being made. It is a journey with challenges, struggles, dreams, and in itself I think as a 4 part series is beautiful to watch. मेरा रिव्यू थोड़ा सा फ़र्क होगा क्योंकि मैं इसमें उन बातों के बारे में या उन शख्सियत के बारे में बात करूँगी जिनसे मैं बहुत ज़्यादा मुतासिर हुई, क्योंकि मुझे लगा कि उनकी जर्नी से हम सब बहुत कुछ सीख सकते हैं. सो इन दिस केस आई एम टॉकिंग not just about Yash Chopra but his son Aditya Chopra. I was really impressed by the way he carried on his father's work without working completely in his shadow, being able to step out of it. क्योंकि जब आप एक बहुत कामयाब पेरेंट के, वालिदैन के या वालिद के या वालदा के बच्चे होते हैं तो बहुत मुश्किल होता है आपके लिए कि आप वही सरहदें पार करें, आप उन्हीं ऊंचाइयों पे पहुंचे या उनको छुए जहां आपके वालिद कर चुके हैं. और ये एक बात है जो हमने देखी है, वी सीन इट अराउंड अस कि वेरी ऑफन, yeah, maybe because of our expectations, great expectations as a society, or maybe within the family or the pressure that people have कि वो काम नहीं कर सकते जो उनके पेरेंट्स कर सकते. लेकिन यहाँ यश एंड आदित्य चोपड़ा both showed how it can be done, and it can be done beautifully if both parties give each other that space. So for me it is 4 or 5 things that we have learned, that I have learned about how you can fill your father's shoes but not tread on his toes. So in that sense, the first thing that I loved about the romantics was that it showed me that Yash Chopra ji and Aditya Chopra were two completely different people. And Aditya never tried to be his father. It's very easy to try and be or try and mimic or mirror the success story that your father has already shown you how to do. एक दफ़ा आपने कोई एक तरीका देख लिया है कोई चीज़ करने का, तो फिर आप सोचते हैं कि बस इसी के ऊपर चलते रहो करते रहो. But Aditya didn't try to do this. Yes, he went into filmmaking. His father was he was very different. He used to make a film with his heart. एंड ये जितने भी सेलिब्रिटीज से को एक्टर्स से बातें करी हमने ऑन द डॉक्यू सीरीज यू विल सी, तो पीपल से कि यश जी के तो सेट के ऊपर देयर वाज अ पार्टी गोइंग ऑन, ही वाज सो रिलैक्स्ड. वो कोई भी आता था विजिट करता था वो बैठते थे बात करते थे. ही वुड नेवर बी बिहाइंड द लेंस ऑफ द कैमरा, ही वुड बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ द एक्टर, ही वुड बी वॉचिंग, ही वुड बी टोटली इन्वॉल्व, ही वुड बी देयर 24/7. एंड बस सब कुछ चल रहा होता था विद सॉन्ग डांस एंड लाफ्टर और फिल्म भी बन जाती थी. इट वॉज अ पार्टी ऑन द सेट्स. Aditya was not like that. Aditya's filmmaking is supposedly very clinical. It is very, he has a formula in his mind. He has a story right down to the last dialogue on the script. It has to be done the way he wants it to be done. Now, for him to do that with the same actors who had same celebrities, I will say, not even actors, who have worked with his father and still managed to get that success from them and that response from them, I think is beautiful. क्योंकि आपको एक वो प्रेशर होता है कि अच्छा ये तो इनके साथ काम कर चुके हैं और इस तरीके से काम कर चुके हैं, अब मैं इनसे कह रहा हूँ कि नहीं मेरे साथ काम करो लेकिन मैं फर्क तरीके से काम करूंगा. सो आई थिंक इट्स ब्यूटिफुल दैट ही डिडंट गिव इन टू दैट प्रेशर एंड दैट हिज फादर अलाउड हिम टू डू थिंग्स हिज वे. एक और चीज़ जो मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी अबाउट आदित्य चोपड़ा वॉज कि हम बहुत दफ़ा देखते हैं कि जब बच्चे होते हैं तो और उनके पेरेंट्स सक्सेसफुल होते हैं, कामयाब होते हैं, उनको पता होता है कि ये सब हम अपने बच्चों के लिए कर रहे हैं, तो देयर इज अ सेंस ऑफ इंटाइटलमेंट और प्रिविलेज, और दे फील कि अच्छा ठीक है अब तो ये हमें लॉन्च करेंगे या ये we don't have to work really hard because we have an empire behind us, we just have to keep it going. Aditya first proved himself by directing Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge in 1995. And not only did he direct it, but he also did things differently from his father. One instance which I really liked, which they quoted in the docu-series was कि जहाँ यश जी की हेरोइंस जो हैं वो शिफॉन की साड़ियाँ पहनती थी जो लहराती हुई स्विट्जरलैंड के पहाड़ों में नजर आती थी. इन्होंने कहा, आदित्य ने कहा कि नहीं मेरी हेरोइंस जो हैं वो सिल्क साड़ी पहनेगी, काजोल इज गोइंग टू वेयर अ सिल्क साड़ी. नाउ यश चोपड़ा माइट नॉट हैव अग्रीड विद दैट, बट he sat back and allowed his son to do things his way. And I thought that was really, maybe I thought in that sense as a child that Aditya was trying to stamp his signature that yes, I am your son, but everyone should know I do things my way. Or maybe he just felt he wanted to do it that way. So it was very beautifully done, and only when Dilwale was a success did he say, okay, now I want Yash Raj Films, I want a studio, I want to start and do something bigger. And here I want to say कि जहाँ उनके, and I'll come to entrepreneurship very soon, and the vision of Aditya Chopra कि my father has brought me to this level, he has excelled in filmmaking, he has taught us how films should be made, and he has done a great job at winning the hearts of audiences all over the world. But now I want to move it further and do something for the entire industry. मैं एक ऐसा स्टूडियो चाहता हूँ जिसमें बहुत सारे प्रोड्यूसर्स एक साथ आएं और बहुत सारे प्रोड्यूसर्स अपनी मूवी बनाएं, so that tomorrow if someone comes from abroad, some studio comes from abroad, they can come and visit and see कि इंडिया में फिल्म्स ऐसे बनती हैं. It's not just one set or one filmmaker, but it's everyone working together, so it's actually a professional organization. Aditya thought beyond himself, and that's the only way you can carry a legacy forward. He thought कि कल मैं नहीं हूँगा तो ये इंडस्ट्री आगे कैसे चलेगी. And for that he not only encouraged others, but he gave them the space, creative producers, to work and produce more movies. And I'll come back to this point when I tell you about the fact कि एक real test होता है किसी भी फिल्म मेकर का या जो भी आप फील्ड में काम कर रहे होते हैं कि आप सक्सेस देखते हैं, कामयाबी देखते हैं और फिर एकदम से आप गिरते हैं. वहां से आप अपने आप को कैसे उठाते हैं. So in 2004 onwards, Yashraj Films was producing films hit upon hit और लग रहा था कि ये तो कुछ गलत कर ही नहीं सकते. वीर ज़ारा, फना, Dhoom ki sari series that happen, three series, thriller, action, they all happen. And at the same time, come 2007, there was a slump and Yash Raj was delivering flops. Ab kya kare? So over here, it was a very tough year for Yash Raj Films, for the entire studio, and Aditya talks about taking time off. He said he went for 2 weeks to London. He said, "Mujhe khud वापस आना पड़ेगा. I will have to direct a movie myself in order to bring Yash Raj back." And so he wrote Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, and he brought on Shah Rukh Khan and Anushka Sharma, jinka debut tha, if I'm not mistaken, in Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, which was a super blockbuster success. So he brought Yash Raj back on the map, and that's what a true leader does. He leads from the front. Lekin again, he thought that I can't go on like this. It can't be me coming back and saving the day every time. There has to be a process. There has to be a process of creative producers who are, so he gave that space. कि और लोग भी आके movies बनाएं. Not only that, he moved ahead from his father's vision, जहाँ वो romance, song, dance, love story, dreams कर रहे थे, which is really beautiful. But he said we should also try action films. And so he did the Dhoom franchise, Dhoom 1, Dhoom 2, Dhoom 3, 2003 onwards. And that's difficult. That's a risk because आपने नहीं देखा आपकी public कैसे react करेगी. Making a movie is a lot of investment. आपके पास वो expertise शायद नहीं होगी, from song and dance and capturing trees to now coming and doing action movies with bike chases in foreign locations. So that worked really well, and there were different actors who did that, actors who were more acceptable for action thrillers. John Abraham the, and his own brother Uday Chopra was there. So that formula worked, and it also showed people that you don't have to be restricted to romance. And although I have to say romance and love stories are the mainstay of Bollywood cinema, लेकिन ये एक आगे उन्होंने step लिया, and now there are many directors and producers producing films. It's not just reliant on him. And the recent success can be जो अभी पठान 2023 में आई है, an action thriller which did really well. Director Siddharth Anand had nothing to do with, but it was launched by Yash Raj Films, and that's exactly what he wanted. So what I loved about this entire journey of father and son and filmmaking in India was कि जहाँ उन्होंने ये भी कोशिश नहीं करी कि मैं अपने वालिद की तरह बनूं, उन्होंने अपने आप को अपनी भी positives accept किए, देखे और कहा okay, this is what I am and I have to be comfortable in my skin. A lot of co-actors were interviewed and they said that Yash Chopra is half the age of Adi. He is younger, he is more funny, he is more amicable on the sets, he's gregarious, he's fun to be with, and Aditya is very serious. Lekin Aditya did not let that overpower him. He said, this is my formula, this is the way I achieve success. I think with my mind. I'm an entrepreneur and I do have an instinct, but I also have to move ahead and beyond myself. And yes, my sets are not going to be relaxed and a party. They're going to be the way I am as a personality. And दोनों personalities coexist कर सकती हैं and दोनों के साथ आपको successes मिल सकते हैं. So it's not it's the way you go towards that success can be different, but the end result can be the same. There was a very poignant moment जब Aditya बात करते हैं about his late father, and he said कि when he left, I felt that people felt I need to step in and fill that vacuum. And I'm not that person. I'm not so sociable. मेरे को social connections ही नहीं है. I'm a different person, but maybe somewhere my father is now telling me that now you have to do this. You have to cultivate this into yourself. You have to grow as a person. You have to be able for people to reach out to you, because that is also part of your success. And he said, I'm working on it. So it's as if, his journey is never finished. मैंने अभी इतनी बात करी on the son, and I said that he managed to grow out of his father's shadow, but I want to say that all this was not possible without Yashji and Yash Chopra's confidence in his children and in Aditya Chopra that I will give you that space. You might do things differently. I know I have been a big success. Now it's your time. तो उन्होंने एक खुला प्लेइंग फील्ड दिया अपने बेटे को और कहा कि go ahead, make films and see what comes out of it. So it's not, I think, what is really beautiful about the Romantics for me was that it's not just a message in filmmaking, it's not just a journey of Indian filmmaking. It's about a father and son relationship and how koi bhi parent, if they are very successful, this is the way you move forward. Do not overwhelm your children. Learn to give them space to be themselves, to recognize their talent, their skill, and to do things differently but still achieve success because they're comfortable in their skin. So, where it is a message for young children to go ahead and take that risk, it is a message for parents also. And it doesn't have to be just about filmmaking. So, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed my review of The Romantics. It's different from the rest. What I loved the most about the docu-series was the last episode. I thought it was just, it was the best mix of emotion, practical journey, disappointment, and then success straight after that, and with lots and lots of messages. And apna khayal rakhiyega, and if you haven't watched The Romantics, do go watch. If you have watched it, then please tell me what you think about it in comments below. Thank you for watching. This is Shazia on Fuchsia Magazine.